COVID cases across the country are surging, and some school districts are now bringing back remote learning. But here in Louisville, that isn't the case, and parents are starting to ask why. WHAS 11's Grace McKenna verifies.
Since the start of the school year, nearly 1,400 JCPS students have tested positive for COVID-19, and students are in person 5 days a week. With concern over the rising case counts, the district's options are limited. All across social media and sent to our newsroom, Jefferson County parents are asking if JCPS will return to remote learning. We took their question to the decision makers, asking, can JCPS go back to NTI? Our sources are Kentucky Department of Education Commissioner Dr. Jason Glass and JCPS Communications Chief Renee Murphy. During the last legislative session, lawmakers passed House Bill 208. It limited the number of NTI days Kentucky districts can use to 10.
We tried to look ahead and think about what school operation would be like this fall. And honestly, I don't think anyone expected us to be in this situation.
Murphy says that law also limited JCPS's ability to switch to a hybrid model where students attend both virtually and in person.
Laws have changed, and there is not currently a mechanism here in place in Kentucky to have that prolonged, extended period of time to have NTI.
As for when those NTI days come into play, Murphy says JCPS wants to continue learning in person. There's no set threshold for using one of the days. When that time comes, it'll be quarantined staffers that force their hand.
As long as we have the number of adults in our buildings, then we won't run into any issues.
And what happens if the district runs out of days? Murphy said any additional NTI time taken would be made up at the end of the year. The days off during the year would be treated as school closures.
I don't think any of us wants to shift back to an entirely remote or NTI setting. This should be for a limited circumstance.
So we verified, no, under current state law, JCPS cannot go back to full-time virtual learning. Murphy did say the virtual Pathfinder school is an option. The deadline to apply was supposed to be this summer, but JCPS is still accepting applications, and right now there is a wait list. In the studio with your Verify, I'm Grace McKenna.